from his memoir, Townie, Andre Dubus III.
My name is Shane.
Cut it out, man. I wish I had your name. His name is Shane.
Yeah.
I never would have been beat up once if I was Shane.
I do memoir writing, I do nonfiction. I'm actually working on something that, some changes that I made in my life. Our teacher said, you can't really go back and tell the whole truth because there's no such thing as 100% truth. You have to use some imagination when you're writing nonfiction.
You can't go 100% truth because memory doesn't go that far. Well, you are bringing up such a huge issue about creative nonfiction / memoir, which is that our memories are fallible and they're deeply subjective. So if you and I are, father and son, and you make love for the first time, and I get dumped by my wife, and then we have an Easter dinner together. That's going to be the best ham you ever had, the worst ham I ever had, and it's the same damn ham. So that's one of the first things you have to deal with this whole thing. Yeah. But then you have to, and I think the reader will give you that leeway. Memoir is a beautiful French word which comes from memory. This may be skewed because I'm an emotional, subjective person like everybody. Maybe it wasn't so bad, that ham, but my wife had just dumped me, and I'm going to write that ham moment as honestly as I can. So there's this difference between the truth and the facts. The fact is the ham was probably great, because you loved it, but the truth is it was awful for me, and I have to write that. But the larger issue of, I think it's really important not to make anything up. First, I say one more thing to you. It's good. There's no way to answer your question. You may be one of the rare writers who pull off Shane, but if you find it falling apart like wet toilet paper in your hands, try again in 20 years. Because I really could not write this. I tried to write a lot of what's in Townie's fiction for 28 years off and on, for probably a total of 6 writing years, and only when I was pushing 50, and some of those memories were 40 years old, did I feel I could write about it with clarity. Good luck, brother. I just love it. I love the fact that, you're a handsome man named Shane and you're writing a book. 22 years old, there's hope for America.
Chester, for those of you who don't know, it's a small school in New Hampshire. We have very small classes. Many of them have fewer than 10 students. So we can literally sit around a table and just talk about our writing, talk about literature, the arts, whatever the students are working on. This week we found out that our school is in danger of closing because of the drop in enrollment. And we have basically until mid-May to raise funds. And my question for you is just after the book signing, would you mind if me and a couple of the other students from Chester who came here could just talk to you for a couple minutes?
Absolutely.
That would be
No, what's your name?
My name is Mark.
Hey, Mark. Absolutely. And I gave some Vincent address at Chester a few years ago, and I was really impressed with what you're doing. And yeah, no one's in front of a gadget. Absolutely. I'm so sorry to hear about the financial woes. Meanwhile, some people are running for president with $300 million in the bank.
No. You know what, too? I just drove by your exit because I did a talk at Southern New Hampshire University yesterday. Drove right by your exit. I had fond thoughts about the school. I'll do whatever I can.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
I'll tell you what, if I were as rich as people think I would, I'd just write you a check.
Thank you.
Thank you, you guys. And really, I'll just see what I can do, man. I think, why only 2 weeks notice? You need a lot of
You know what? That is the question that we have all been asking and have not gotten.
So these are the trustees who...
And the president.
Yes.
That's too bad.
Yep. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the question we've all been wanting to hear the proper answer to.
That's really what is the angering thing. I mean, we understand that, the economy's bad,
Right,
but
right.
you gotta give us time to do something about
That's
it,
That's right. Well, you guys, I will do what I can.
Yeah,
Believe
we
me, I'm gonna
understand.
send the word out, and it's just that's a lot. I mean, can the bank maybe? These banks you're dealing with probably. If you could raise like a fifth of that,
Well,
could they possibly give you some leeway?
Yeah,
That's
what's
what we're
happening
trying
is
to
the
do.
Board of Trustees is going to, a bunch of the faculty is meeting with them on Monday again. And the hope is that if we show them that we're making progress, that we've made connections, For example, we've gotten the story around in a lot of the local media news outlets. We've raised some money, we're trying to raise more, that the Board of Trustees will postpone, give us a little more time,
Right.
if they can see that there's been significant progress made. So thank you so much. We
Thank
really
you. I
appreciate
will
it.
do what I absolutely
Thank
can.
you.
Thank you. Thank you, Shane.
Yeah, it was a good meeting.